Hello everyone, let's talk about the Frenzied Berserkers unit in Season 7. This information and footage came from the preview event, so some of it may have changed or may change when the unit comes out. Berserkers are a 4.5-star heroic era unit from Season 7 that costs 245 leadership. They run into battle wielding their dual axes while building up rage to unleash a frenzy. So how does the Berserkers work? Starting off, Berserkers have 4 traits. Rage. The Berserkers build up rage by fighting, which then powers its other skills. Frenzy. Berserkers can go into a frenzied state, and if they are in combat long enough, this greatly enhances their attributes, but renders them uncontrollable. Battle Madness. Each time the Berserkers launch an attack, their slashing damage is increased by 20 points, and their damage resistance is increased by 5%. This lasts 4.5 seconds and can stack up to 10 times. Upon reaching 10 stacks, Berserkers recover HP. Northlanders. During Season 7, their leadership value is decreased by 10, making it 235 leadership. Formations that are available are the Dispersed Formation, for reducing the impact of concentrated ranged attacks, or the Line Formation. This tightens up the unit for a concentrated push, or for working in formations with other units. Unit orders that can be commanded are the Odin's Charge. The Berserkers charge with their axes, knocking the enemy down, inflicting a lot of damage, and acquiring a small amount of rage. Berserker Assault. The Berserkers swing their axes quickly and unleash an area attack while consuming a small amount of rage. Berserkers also get 4 stacks of High Spirits. Frenzy. When frenzied, the unit takes significantly less damage, inflicts more damage, and is immune to crowd control debuffs, but cannot be given orders. There are 2 Veterancy lines available for the Berserkers. Before you get into leveling them, you will have the stats you see now, and before you pick a line, you will earn a 6% increase to slashing damage. The top line focuses on utility and damage increases, whereas the bottom line focuses entirely on damage. Taking the top line will net a 9% increase to slashing armor penetration. They cannot be stunned by ordinary attacks while using ordinary attacks, 9% increase to health, 15% increase to ranged resistance, 10% damage resist buff is applied for 10 seconds upon using Odin's Charge, 9% increase to slashing damage and slashing armor penetration, 30% increase to movement speed, increases the number of enemies each soldier can attack with a single normal strike by 1, and when Frenzy finishes, the unit will immediately recover 2,000 health. The top line utility of the stun immunity from and during ordinary attacks, the increase in strikes, and the instant health gain after Frenzy are excellent bonuses. This is even topped off with the damage resist during the charge. But let's look at the bottom line. It will net a 6-second reduction to Odin's Charge, 15% increase to ranged resistance, 50% increase to rage upon hitting an enemy with Odin's Charge, 6% increase to slashing armor penetration, 15% increase to Berserker's assault damage, 10% increase to Odin's Charge damage, 9% increase to slashing damage, 20% increase to frenzy damage. The bottom line is just a big damage increase. They do get a cooldown reduction to Odin's Charge, and the increased rage generation from Odin's Charge. With all that, the bottom line is just a big damage line. We will get into what line I am going to run after the matchups. For now, Doctrines. The Doctrines I plan to run are the Assassination Doctrine, the Epic Battle Line Doctrine, this is just the epic version of the Breakthrough Doctrine, the Slashing Doctrine, Slashing Damage Doctrine, and the Epic Siege Fighter. This is focused on increasing the damage potential of the Berserkers. Swapping out the Siege Fighter if you're not doing siege matches often is not bad, though there are not many good options for the Berserkers. With all that out of the way, let's look at what matchups I managed to get done. As noted before, I did not use Doctrines during the tests. The Berserkers are a heavy damage focused unit. Whenever they go into a frenzied state, they can deal a significant amount of damage, as seen with them melting through the Stalwarts. The major downside that I saw with them is that unless they are in frenzy, they are susceptible to stuns. So any Pike or Spear unit with a stun will be able to pin them down. The Imperial Pike guards held them back even after their advance with their auto attacks. As for the line I plan to run, I plan on the top line. As you saw in the matchups, the top line beat out the bottom. The combination of the extra strikes, stun immunity, and instant health after frenzy improves the damage potential and survivability of the Berserkers. Some notes with the Berserkers. The rage of the Berserkers will not decrease unless you spend it on some unit orders. This means you may want to hold on to your frenzy if you're going to win a matchup, so that you can expend it on the next fight. Make sure that you understand their madness trait, as this is a large part of how they play out. Manipulating the stacks of madness will allow the Berserkers to deal significantly more damage, while at the same time taking less damage. Try bouncing from engagement to engagement while topping off their health from hitting 10 stacks of madness. With that, I hope this video helped you get a look at the Berserkers. To celebrate Season 7's launch, I will be holding a giveaway. The prize will be 30 days of premium time. You can find the details in the description down below. The contest will end a week from today. Please respect your local giveaway laws. The winner will be announced on social media and contacted through their email. With that, until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield. Oh, you're gonna make it up that wall. You're gonna make it up the wall. Oh look, you're almost up the wall. Throw jabs.